Hi, all. Welcome to today's episode of my podcast, Money Mindset with Sam in Her Successful Shoes. I'm Sam, and I'm the host of this podcast, and I'm also a money mindset mentor and coach. I'm so excited to have you all here with me today. If you are new to this show, welcome. I am all about helping you create mindset, habits, and strategies that will lead you to financial freedom and a life where you can reach your full potential and live it on your own terms while being true to yourself. Because for me, that is the most important thing of abundance or money, to live a life where we can be true to ourselves and where we live it on our own terms. In today's episode, we are going to dive into a very transformational topic that could completely change the way you approach money and success. Uh, what we will be talking about is a shift from scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset. This is such a crucial shift, and when you make it, you will start to notice new opportunities, have less stress about money, and a much greater sense of possibility in your life. My podcasts are usually around 30 to 40 minutes, and I also tend to have a lot of practical tips. So if you just listen to my podcast and just implement the tips that I am giving, you would see a big difference in money mindset and in your relationship with money. So, why is it important to shift from scarcity mindset to an abundant mindset? When you are trying to grow your business or increase your income or find a job which pays you more or uh, get a raise in your current job, or if you maybe you're one of those people who are working and having a business on side, or if you just want to feel more empowered around your finances, the way you think about money shapes everything. And how we think about money and how we feel about money is basically just like any other relationship in our life. Our relationship with money is a relationship. And just like any other relationship in our life, we have to continuously work on it. Even when we reach a certain goal, we have to dig deeper and keep working on it. A scarcity mindset often leads to anxiety and feeling stuck and attracting more of the same because we live in a vibe and energy based universe or a God, whatever you believe in, whatever higher power you believe in. While an abundance mindset opens up space for growth, opportunity, and financial freedom, it increases our energy to match the energy of abundance in universe. And what we always see out in reality is basically our internal beliefs reflected. So when we do the internal work and take inspired action, our external reality has to change to match that. And today we would be going through how you can break free from scarcity mentality and step into a more abundant mindset. If you're ready to create a mindset shift and take your finances to next level, you are in the right place. Uh, in this podcast, I'll share with you key differences between a scarcity mindset and an abundant mindset and explain why making this shift is so important and give you some practical actionable tips that you can start implementing today. This episode is all about helping you to rewire your thinking, your feelings, your beliefs to attract more wealth and to attract more success into your life and to be a match for your highest financial potential because we all have this highest potential, whether it's in a relationship with money or anything else. which we can tap into if we work on our beliefs and take inspired action. As we go through this episode, I will love you to take note of any aha moments or insights you have. Feel free to share with them either on social media. My Instagram is mentioned in the show notes, and you can tag me, or you can put comments in the podcast, or email me. I love hearing back from people when they have aha moments. I love hearing about experiences and transformations which my listeners and audience have. So, without any further ado, let's dive into the first part of our today's episode, which is understanding the scarcity mindset and why it can hold you back. So, what is a scarcity mindset? A scarcity mindset is essentially the belief that there's never enough money, never enough opportunities, never enough time or resources. People with scarcity mindset often focus on what's missing rather than what's available to them. And here I'll point out that we all suffer from it at some point or other. Uh, even when we reach some financial goals, it can scare us, and we may suffer from the scarcity mindset. It's not as if some people suffer from it and some people don't. Everyone suffers from it at some point or other. For example, have you ever thought there's just never enough money to do the things I want, or I don't have time to accomplish everything I want? This is a classic scarcity thinking. Scarcity also often creates fear and limitation. When you think there is not enough, it breeds fear, stress, and anxiety. You may start to feel like you're constantly struggling, like you're on a hamster wheel that's hard to get off. And the reason is this, that our mental programming, the beliefs we have internalized about money and success, often limit us from seeing opportunities. That's why this fear and limitations coming. If you're stuck in this scarcity mindset, we focus on lack, and that reinforces the belief that there will never be enough. How does the scarcity mindset manifest in your life? The first way it manifests in your life is you fear losing what you have. With a scarcity mindset, you may hoard money, resources, or time out of fear of losing it. You might think, I can't spend that money on myself because I don't know when I'll get more. This fear can paralyze you from making decisions that would actually lead to growth, or growing with your business, or looking for that new job. One other way scarcity mindset manifests in your life is overworking and hustling. People with scarcity mindset often believe that they need to hustle endlessly to make money. They might think, if I don't work harder, I'll never get ahead. This mindset often leads to burnout. While hard work is important and taking inspired action is very important, a scarcity mindset makes you feel like you can never stop and you always need to be doing more. Uh, a big part of my work is about money personalities, which your money personality basically governs your relationship with money. You can take the free quiz, which I have the link below, to work on to find out what your money personality is. It's often an aha moment. And you would realize that actually some money personalities are more prone to overworking and hustling than others. So do take that quiz and let me know what you find. One other way the scarcity mindset manifests in our life is through self sabotage and procrastination. When you feel like there's not enough to go around, you might subconsciously sabotage yourself by procrastinating or avoiding opportunities. For example, you might have a brilliant idea for a new business, but because you think there is no room for you in market or that you're not good enough, you put it off. For example, I put this off this podcast for all more than a year just because of procrastination. Like just like you all, I am continuously working on my own mindset, and that's a perfect example. One other way it may manifest in your life is also jealousy and envy of others' success. A common trait of scarcity thinking is seeing other people's success as a threat instead of an inspiration. It's because you think there's not enough. You might think they are successful, so there's less success for me, or I can never reach that success despite what I try. This comparison can block your ability to grow. It creates feelings of inadequacy and jealousy rather than empowering you to pursue your own path. One more way scarcity mindset may manifest in your life is lack of gratitude and celebration. People with scarcity mindset tend to focus on what they don't have rather than appreciating the abundance already present in their life. This leads to feeling unfulfilled and like they will never have enough. You might downplay your success or fail to celebrate wins because they don't seem like enough compared to others. So do let me know in the comments you if you resonate, if you think any of this is manifesting in your life. And the good news is this: you can work through it, which we will cover in the podcast. What is the cost of scarcity mindset? Firstly, there's the emotional and mental toll. Scarcity thinking creates anxiety, stress, and exhaustion. Constant worry about money or success can eat away at your mental health and relationships. This kind of thinking impacts every area of your life, especially your finances, because you're constantly operating from a place of fear rather than from a place of empowerment and possibility. Honestly, it is just tiring. I know I've been there, and I really feel for anyone who feels the same way. It may also stop you from attracting more luck. We live in a vibe based and energy based universe, and what you focus on expands. If you're constantly focused on what you don't have, you are essentially magnifying that lack in your life. This can be this can be seen as law of attraction if you believe on it, or energy. When you're thinking in scarcity, you attract more of it. It's a cycle of frustration and hopelessness. In our life, as I said earlier, whatever we focus on, that grows. It also can result in missed opportunities. When you focus on scarcity, you might not see the opportunities that are available to you. You could shut down ideas, pass on investments, not start that business, look for a better job, look for that promotion, look for a raise, and avoid making changes in your life out of fear of making the wrong choice. By sticking to scarcity mindset, you may miss the very opportunity that would help you break through more abundant life. And I'll be honest, I work every day through my scarcity mindset. I have a lot of blocks about it, and I do work through them every time. And and as I said, it's my relationship with money. I have to work constantly on on it, and the more we work on it, the better we get it. And once we do the internal work and take inspired action from a place of empowerment, our reality always change. Our thoughts dictate our financial reality, and shifting our thoughts to match the abundance of financial reality you want to create will help the opportunities to flow to us. There's no way we can stop that. So, how do we transition to abundance mindset? The scarcity mindset is essentially trapping us in a cycle of fear, stress, and missed opportunities. But the good news is we can break free from this mindset and start cultivating abundance in our life starting today. In the next part of this podcast, I'll talk about how to make that shift from scarcity to abundance and give you some practical tips and strategies that will help you create a more abundant mindset and lifestyle and reach your full financial potential. What is an abundance mindset? An abundance mindset is the belief that there is more than enough in the world for everyone, more than enough money, opportunities, success, and resources. It is a mindset that embraces growth, possibility, and the idea that wealth and success can flow freely when you align yourself with the flow of the universe or any higher energy you believe in. For example, instead of seeing other people's success as threat, you begin to see it as a proof that success is possible for you too. Rather than thinking they got that promotion, there's no room for me, you think their success means there are endless opportunities for me too. The key characteristics of an abundance mindset are optimism. You see opportunities everywhere. There's a belief that the universe or the world or God, whatever you believe in, provides ample opportunities for growth. Gratitude. People with an abundance mindset are grateful for what they already have. Great gratitude reinforces the belief that more is on its way. Generosity. You are not afraid to share, whether it's knowledge, time, or resources, because you know that when you give, you receive in return. Self worth. You recognize your inherent value and believe you're deserving of financial success and prosperity. Why shifting to an abundant mindset is so powerful? What you focus on expands. When you focus on abundance, you naturally start noticing more opportunities around you, whether it's new clients, promotion, new job, business ventures, investments, or even personal growth. For example, think about when you decide to buy a new car. Suddenly you start seeing the same model everywhere. It's not that there are more cars, your mind has simply shifted to noticing them. The same applies to wealth and opportunities. By shifting your mindset to abundance, you begin to see possibilities that you might have missed before. You have less fear and more freedom. With an abundance mindset, there's no longer the constant fear that resources are limited. You believe that money, success, and joy are available to everyone. When you feel there's enough, you are empowered to take risks and make decisions that serve your goal. Freedom comes from the belief that you have power to create your own financial reality. When you release fear and trust in your ability to create abundance, you open the door to great opportunities and personal growth. Building a wealth conscious. The shift to an abundance mindset helps you develop what is called a wealth conscious. The awareness that you can create and attract wealth no matter where you are starting from. Uh, for example, take Oprah Winfrey. She didn't come from wealth, but she had an abundant mindset. She constantly believed that there were opportunities and resources available to her. And that belief led her to build an empire. Wealth conscious doesn't just focuses on money. It includes health, relationships, success, and joy. It means that you're telling universe that you're worthy of best in your life, regardless of what it is in. I always say that money will not buy you happiness. Money will not get you happiness. But having wealth and financial independence can help you live a life where you can be happy, where you can pursue things which make you happy, where you can live on your own terms, where you can live a life where you're true to yourself. Abundant mindset also helps with personal empowerment and confidence. When you when you embrace an abundance mindset, you take back your personal power. You don't feel like a victim of circumstances, but rather a creator of your own reality. Your self-worth directly affects your ability to manifest abundance. By shifting into an abundance mindset, you align your thoughts with your potential. You feel empowered to take action, ask for what you deserve, and step into your greatness. We all have this innate greatness in us, a highest potential into which we can all step in. So there's some things which you can definitely do to cultivate more abundance in your life. A big One of the biggest thing is gratitude, which is a big catalyst for abundance. Gratitude is the quickest way to reprogram your mindset for abundance. When you focus on what you are thankful for, you attract more of the same. Gratitude rituals can rewire your brain. Acknowledging what is already flowing into your life helps you feel more abundant, which in turn attracts more positive experiences. Remember, what we put our attention on focuses. And Dennis Duffield Thomas said in one of her uh, uh, podcasts that universe is like a excited dog, and the more you praise it when it does something, the more it will do it. So the more you give it gratitude and say more of this, the more universe will bring things to be grateful to. So start a daily gratitude practice. That's a very good practical tip. Take a moment each day to write down at least three things you're grateful for. You could be grateful for your health, your job, your relationship, or even the small wins in your life. There's no right or wrong. You can be grateful for that cup of coffee. Your gratitude list should not match anyone else's gratitude list. And if there's something in your life which everyone else is grateful for, but you would rather be grateful for something else, it doesn't matter. What matters is that what in your life brings that feeling of gratitude. And we all have these small things. So, good action step to take here is to keep a gratitude journal. You can also keep it a soft journal or on your phone and make a habit of writing in it every night. I always actually suggest do it in three things in morning and three things in night. So you start your day on a good note and you end your day on a good note. By doing so, you're not just acknowledging abundance, but also training your brain to focus on what's good in your life. The other thing that can help you rewire your brain is visualizations and the power of your mind. Visualization is another powerful tool for shifting into an abundance mindset. When you visualize success and wealth, you begin to attract these things into your life. When you visualize your goals, it activates your subconscious mind to work towards them. This is because the mind doesn't know the difference between reality and vividly imagined experiences. And also, it helps you change your subconscious beliefs. So, one practical tip here is set aside a few minutes every day to visualize your goals. Imagine yourself living your best life, whether it means having financial freedom, traveling, owning a business, having a pet. Feel the emotion of success and abundance and peace. Uh, you can also create a vision board filled with images that represent your goals and desires. Place it somewhere you can see it every day. The visual reminder will help you to stay aligned with your abundant mindset. So, what is the ripple effect of shifting to an abundant mindset? You would firstly find very strangely that your relationships will improve. An abundant mindset doesn't just affect your money, it positively impacts your relationships in life. When you believe there's enough for everyone, you naturally become more open, generous, and collaborative with others, which in turns open more opportunities both in your personal life and in your professional life. For example, instead of competing with others for limited opportunities, you will be open to working together and supporting others. You might collaborate with a colleague or even find ways to help others grow their business. Abundance breeds abundance. The more you give, the more you receive. Creating opportunities for others. That when you adopt an abundance mindset, we start to recognize that helping others succeed is part of the process. Generosity is a natural byproduct of abundance. And when you give without exception, you unlock even more opportunities for yourself. So, how can you shift your narrative? How can you move from a scarcity mindset to an abundant mindset? A simple shift in perspective always helps. Instead of thinking there's never enough, try shifting your thinking to there's always more than enough for me. You can use my evidence journal for this. That's a very good way of doing this. Evidence journal is when you're rewiring your brain to believe a certain belief, because our subconscious brain and our brain believe things on basis of evidence they are noticing. So, if you want to change your belief from there's never enough to there's always more than enough for me, get a small journal, or it can be like on your phone, and start observing, finding evidence that there's more than enough for you. It can be any small evidence anywhere. Start by writing three evidence every day. And whenever the thought comes in your brain, there's never enough, remind yourself, no, there's more than enough for me, and remind you of the evidence that you have found. Then, after a week, increase it to five evidence a day, then after that to 10. And after like a month or 2 months, you will see that you have changed that belief. This is a very proven technique, and this always helps. This small change of thinking there is always more than enough for me rather than there's never enough can help you make decisions from a place of empowerment rather than fear. It allows you to take risks, pursue your goals, and act with confidence in face of uncertainty. So you can do the evidence journal, or you can also start each day by affirming our abundance, by having a affirmation like, I'm worthy of financial freedom, opportunities flow easily to me, I trust that abundance is my birthright. Repeating this affirmation every day may also reinforce your new mindset. So, as we saw, shifting to an abundance mindset shifts up so many doors for growth, success, and opportunity. By focusing on gratitude, visualization, and trust, you can start creating a reality filled with prosperity and joy. In the next part of this episode, I'm going to share some practical tips and exercises you can implement today to start making the shift from scarcity to abundance in your life. So stay tuned, because you're about to discover how easy it can be to start creating your abundant reality. Now that we've discussed the scarcity mindset and the power of abundance, let's dive into some practical strategies you can start implementing today to make the shift from scarcity to abundance. These tips are all about changing your habits, thought patterns, and daily routines so you can build the life of abundance you desire. The first thing is cultivate a gratitude daily. Why gratitude works. Gratitude is one of the fastest and most effective ways to shift your mindset. When you focus on what you are thankful for, it forces your mind to focus on abundance rather than lack. Gratitude is a high vibration activity that aligns you with energy of abundance. The more you express gratitude, the more you attract it into your life. You can do this by gratitude journaling. So each morning and evening, write down three things you're grateful for. They can be big or small, like grateful for a delicious cup of coffee, a productive work day, supportive relationship. Also, try to expand your focus beyond just material things. Gratitude for your health, the beauty of nature, or moments of peace will help you feel more aligned with abundance in every area of your life. You can also do gratitude affirmations. Begin your day by saying out aloud what you are grateful for. You might say, I'm so grateful for abundance of opportunities in my life, or I'm thankful for financial freedom I'm creating every day. This reinforces positive emotions around money and success. Second thing you can do is practice abundance and affirmations. Affirmations are a great way to reprogram your subconscious mind. If you have grown up with limiting beliefs about money or success, positive affirmations can help rewrite that narrative and align you with abundance. Positive statement really reinforce your worthiness and capability to receive abundance. It's all about the story that you are telling yourself. You can create your own abundance affirmations. For example, I attract unlimited opportunities into my life. Money flows easily to me from multiple sources. I'm worthy of living a life of abundance. You can say these affirmations like in the morning, afternoon, and evening. You can stand in front of the mirror and say them with conviction. Uh, but the more you do it, the more natural you feel. Or you can just do say them as you're going around the day. I say them as I'm going around the day. You can also combine affirmations with visualizations. So close your eyes, breathe deeply, and visualize yourself living the life you desire, whether it's financial freedom, success, or business, or loving relationships. As you visualize, repeat your affirmations, bringing in all your senses. The third thing you can do, which is very powerful, is replace scarcity thoughts with empowering questions. Why reframing is key. When you catch yourself thinking scarcity thoughts, it's a sign that you need to shift. Asking yourself empowering questions helps break the cycle of negative thinking and moves you into a solution oriented mindset. Instead of focusing on what is not working, you will start focusing on what is possible. So, for example, when you think, I'll never make enough money to be comfortable in, ask yourself, what small step can I take today that will move me closer to my financial goals? This simple question brings your focus back to empowerment and action. Shift from lack to possibility. So, for example, replace thoughts like, I don't have enough time or money to start a project with. How can I make this work with the resources I already have? This small shift in language opens up your mind to creative solutions and abundant thinking. What I do is this: I really believe in the higher wisdom which I have, and which we all have. We all have a higher wisdom. So I just ask my higher wisdom, that wisdom tell me what steps can I take to do this, and leave it. And then the answer comes some way or other. You will get your answer. The fourth thing you can do is focus on collaboration over competition. Collaboration always creates abundance. The abundant mindset is not just about financial abundance, it is also about the abundance of ideas, relationships, and opportunities. Instead of seeing others as competition, Shift your perspective to see them as collaborators. Successful people understand the power of mutual support. By helping others and fostering collaboration, you can tap into more opportunities and build a network of support. Uh, Always embrace a win-win situation. Think about ways you can collaborate in your business, in your job, in life, whether through partnerships, shared resources, or networking. For example, if you are in an entrepreneur, think how you can partner with other business owners to host joint events or things like that. How you can create a win-win scenario for both sides, and always celebrate others' success. Instead of feeling jealous of someone else's success, practically celebrate it. Send a message of congrats or share their work on your social media. When you align with others' success, you are affirming to universe that success is available to everyone, including you. Fifth thing you can do is practice generosity and let go of not enough mentality. Generosity always creates more abundance. One of the most powerful ways to shift from scarcity mindset to an abundant mindset is through generosity, whether it's time, money, or resources. Giving signal to universe that you trust there's always more where that come from. Giving, whether through charity, helping others, or even small acts of kindness, can create an energetic flow of abundance that you will experience in return. Start by giving in small ways. This could be something small like paying for someone's coffee, donating a small amount to charity, or if you don't want to spend money, offering your time or expertise to a friend who needs help, complimenting someone. When you start to give without strings attached, you feel a sense of abundance within yourself. And this will also help you release the fear of not enough. If you have a fear that you won't have enough to give, begin with small action like sharing your knowledge, time, and resources in an area where you feel comfortable. This can be the key to breaking free from fear of lack. The more you give, the more you feel like there's always enough for you to. Believe me, it's the law. The sixth thing you can do is take inspired action and trust the process. Action is crucial. Abundance isn't just about thinking positively, it's about taking inspired action. When you act from a place of abundance, your actions are aligned with your values, your goals, and your vision. Action reinforces the belief that you're creating your reality. You should set clear, aligned goals. Write down 3 goals that you want to achieve in next 3 to 6 months. Be very clear about them. These should be goals that excite you and align with your vision of abundance, whether it's creating a new income stream, growing a business, or improving your health. And some people also suggest writing your goals twice or thrice every day. That because again, what you focus on grows. And every day, take one inspired action towards your goal, whether it's applying for a new job, reaching out to potential clients, creating content for your business, or investing in your personal development. Consistent action, which is out of your comfort zone towards your vision, will create momentum and reinforce your abundance mindset. I always tell my clients that you should take one action out of your comfort zone every day, and soon you would see the snowball effect. So, we are almost coming to the end of the podcast. Today, we have covered a lot of ground: cultivating gratitude, affirmations, reprogramming negative thoughts, collaborating, practicing generosity, taking inspired action. Each of these tips is a small but a powerful way to start shifting from scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset. Challenge yourself to implement at least one of these strategies each day, whether it is starting a gratitude journal or setting your intentions with abundance affirmation, writing your goals, taking one inspired action towards your goal every day, which is out of your comfort zone. Please do that. And as I said, small, I'm a big believer of starting small but consistent. So these small but consistent actions will snowball, and soon you would see a big change in your life. One last thing which I wanted to cover before we close is some common pitfalls to avoid when shifting to an abundance mindset. Uh, while shifting to an abundance mindset can be incredibly transformative, there are few common pitfalls people often encounter along the way. So, for example, recognizing and avoiding these traps can help you stay on track and accelerate your process. So, some of the common ones are falling back into old scarcity habits. As you work through shifting your mindset, you may find that old scarcity habit creep back, and these could be old thought patterns like there's never enough, or actions like hoarding money and avoiding risks due to fear of loss. It is easy to get caught in moment of stress or fear and revert back to your default mindset of lack. How can you avoid it? Catch yourself in the moment. When you notice these thoughts or action, immediately replace them with new and more empowering belief. For example, when thinking I'll never be able to afford that, replace it with money is constantly flowing to me and I'm always finding a way to make things better, or this is not my priority right now. Consistency is the key. The more you practice abundance thinking, the easier it will become to catch yourself and shift back to abundance mindset when you feel scarcity creeping in. The second pitfall is overloading yourself with too many affirmations or gratitude practices. While affirmations and gratitude practices are incredible powerful and sometimes people get overwhelmed by trying to do too much all at once. Trying to overdo or overcompensate with multiple rituals can feel forced and actually lead to burnout rather than transformation. So start small, keep it manageable, focus on one or two affirmations or gratitude practice to start. There's no need to do everything at once. Consistency over quantity is more important for lasting change. And also quality over quantity. Make sure that you're truly feeling the gratitude or the affirmations or the visualizations rather than just checking them off the list. The third pitfall I see is expecting instant results. The instant results, many people expect to see them after making the shift in abundance mindset. While the changes can be profound, they don't happen overnight. Remember that you probably had this mindset for years, if not decades, and you might not see immediately any flood of money or opportunities just because you have started thinking differently. So be patient with the process, trust the journey, and understand that mindset shift takes time. This is all about a deep transformation, not an instant fix. Progress will come, but it requires constant effort and faith in the process. Keep celebrating the small wins, even if it's just a shift in your thoughts or a small opportunity showing up. These little steps are indicators that abundance mindset is starting to take root. The fourth and a very common pitfall is letting doubt or skepticism sneak in. I often suffer from it. Doubt or skepticism can easily creep in, especially when things don't happen as quickly as expected. You might think this maybe this doesn't work for me, this abundance stuff is too good to be true. Self doubt can undermine all the process you have made and keep you stuck in scarcity loop. So, as I was mentioned earlier, what we believe in shows up in our life. So if you believe this will never work for me, it will never work for me. That will show up in your reality. So how can you avoid it? You can use all the other tips which I mentioned earlier on how to reframe your beliefs. You can also recognize doubt as a sign of growth. Often when you feel doubt, it's because it's pushing you out of your comfort zone. Embrace that this comfort is a sign that you are making real changes. And stay connected to your vision. Remind yourself why you are shifting your mindset in the first place. Keep your goals in mind. Look for proof of progress, where there's small shifts in thinking and opportunities. Uh, and what we focus on grows. So the more you try to see the proof of your progress, the more you would find them. Focus on what you don't want and instead of what you want is a big pitfall that I see. It's a common mistake focusing on what you don't want. I don't want to be broke anymore, or I don't want to be stuck in my job. While these thoughts come from a place of wanting change, they still focus on lack rather than abundance that you want to create. So, how can you avoid it? Reframe the language. Instead of focusing on what you don't want, focus on what you want to create. For example, instead of saying, I don't want to be in debt, focus on I'm creating financial freedom and security. Visualize your desired outcome consistently. Imagine what your life looks like when you've achieved your goal. This will help you align your energy with the abundance you're working towards. Key takeaways stand from this section. Recognize that shifting to an abundance mindset is a process. It's normal to encounter setbacks along the way. Stay consistent, be patient, trust that changes you are making are bringing you closer to the abundant life you desire. If you catch yourself falling into old habits, simply reframe and realign your thoughts with abundance. The more you practice, the more natural this mindset will become. By identifying and avoiding these common pitfalls, you'll be better equipped to stay up and maintain a positive, abundant, focused mindset, continuing attracting the life you want. Stay vigilant, stay patient, and remember that the abundance you seek is always on the way. As we wrap up today's episode, let's just take a moment to reflect on what we have covered and how you can start making a shift from scarcity mindset to one of abundance. So, we now know that scarcity mindset is rooted in fear and lack, while abundance mindset opens you up to limitless possibilities and opportunities. It's all about changing the lens through which you view the world, one of possibility instead of limitation. You can shift from scarcity mindset to abundance mindset by using gratitude practices like affirmations, collaborations, and generosity. And you can also use things like visualization, evidence journal. We have explored all these powerful tools you can start using today to realign your thoughts, behaviors, and action towards abundance. Consistency is the key. It's not about doing everything at once, but about small incremental shifts that build up over time to create lasting change. There's some pitfalls that you need to avoid. Uh, the common traps to look out for are falling back into old scarcity habits, expecting instant results, doubting yourself, and focusing on what you don't want. Awareness of these potential setbacks will help you stay on track and keep your mindset focused on abundance rather than lack. Now that you have these tools, here's my challenge to you. Start small, stay consistent, and celebrate your progress. It doesn't matter what you are, where you are in journey. What matters is that you have chosen to step into a mindset that will unlock more opportunities and financial freedom and joy in your life. Tell me, write to me, or tag me in social media on what is that one step you are taking from now consistently to shift from scarcity mindset to abundant mindset. Remember, changing your mindset takes time. It's okay if you don't see massive changes overnight. The important part is that you are taking action and aligning your thoughts with the reality you want to create. If you're ready to dive even further into shifting your mindset into abundance, please check out the quiz which I have mentioned in the podcast notes below. It will help you find what your money personality is, and that will tell you exactly what are your pitfalls, where your scarcity beliefs are coming from, and where do you need to go. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my podcast so you never miss an episode. The link to subscribe is below. If you found today's episode valuable, I would love you to leave a review or share it with someone who you think might benefit from this shift in mindset, and tag me in social media. As always, feel free to connect with me on social media or through email. My email address is below. I love hearing your feedback, thoughts, or any personal stories you have as you work on adopting an abundance mindset. Also, free to book a free uh, 30-minute session with me on how you can work with me and how I can help you change your money mindset. In the next episode, we will be diving deeper into how you can transform your money fears. And this will read again, the podcast will have a lot of practical tips which you can start actioning immediately on how you can transform your fears relating to money. I hope to see you there. Until then, do reach out to me in all the ways that I have mentioned earlier. I would love to hear from you. If there's anything specific you want me to cover in the podcast, I'm committed to putting out 365 episodes of the podcast this year. So you would be getting a daily podcast. This podcast can actually be one of the mindset shift works you do every day, listening to this podcast. So do tell me, there's a link below on if you on any specific topic you would like me to cover. Until tomorrow's episode, have a great time and thank you for listening in.